Excuse. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's. This is a better angle for y'all. I would hope so. Alright. I am the one that got Brittany out of the conservatorship. Because how I essentially got Brittany out of the conservatorship was I just talked. I said in the name of Jesus, 2021. You know, I'm sure her dad get to know about the name of Jesus. Like we all need to. Not, pointing any fingers. I'm just saying, Jamie Spears, you need to behave yourself because you ain't gonna be acting like Norman, my mom's father, who in the picture, I think, looked more like Milos Zelvacek than anyone else. So, we're going to be reviewing this post. I'm gonna be like skewedly reviewing it, but this is the post. I'll leave it down below. Do the best I can with what I can. But it's OPB in the news. Let's see, maybe I can get it to go on camera better for you. So I'm just turn down the light and then I can read it better on the camera. Yeah, OPB. No. Sorry for the bad. I'm still in my morning after bedtime silk skibbies, silk pajamas. Anyways, it says OPB is the brand in the news. Portland students protesting protest guns. Okay, some Oregon housing production advisors say painful compromises are needed to meet governor's housing goal. Over the next 9 months, Governor Tina Kotek's Housing Production Advisory Council will be discussing potential solutions to spur housing construction in the state. I don't know why she's doing this. DeSantis is going to get on her about this. Ron DeSantis and Tina Kotek do not get along. They won't ever. I mean, he'll probably get a result, but yeah, Tina Kotek does not look anything like Ron DeSantis, and she doesn't look anything like what I would have voted for in the beginning. So, and who did Eastern Oregon vote for would be my question, because was it Bridget Barton or was it Christine Derzan? Of all, like, ever since I think at least 2018, when I was supposed to look like Meghan Markle and get married to the Don and all stuff like that. If you've watched my channel for a long time, you've known, like, hello, I'm supposed to be Trump Jr.'s wife. Like, this is supposed to be going on for me. Sorry for the bad lighting in this video, but things are looking rough for me right now. I'm not the kind of person that's gonna always look put together. So if you don't like my channel, you don't have to watch. It is not a requirement of my channel. But the more important thing is me getting back to, Ron DeSantis is gonna rip her about this. Like, no, where are these houses gonna go to? They look pretty, this picture right here, that looks pretty, but, what's that? Like, what is that? Nobody wants to walk in to a house that has sin in it. I'm sorry. How does she even know how to make houses if she's just nothing like Trump? No way to say it and it just happens. Excuse me? You didn't ask my permission for that. I'm in Western Oregon. Very Western Oregon. Like, Happy Valley is pretty much linked to Western Oregon. Over the next 9 months, Governor Tina Kotek Advisory Council will be discussing potential solutions of spur housing construction in the state. And watch those be changed to apartments for people in the name of Jesus. People need to be able to be Yahweh, God of Israel, and supply all the need. If we need money, He's got it. If we need more Jewish businessmen, then He's got it. Like, I'm not gonna take this bait. You know, why is this not on the ceiling, y'all? I don't understand. So, as soon as I came into this house, I did have some suggestions, but nobody wanted to ask, so we're going to turn up the light, because I can tell my eyes are straining, because I have not been satiated. A pair of newly constructed homes are up for sale in Southeast Portland on April 4th, 2023. This is a joke. So people are going to live there for what? People are going to live in these newly constructed homes are up for sale. Okay, so what does that entail? Putting more... I guess I'm just confused because people are saying... I've heard, like, my mom and other people have been saying that that they're like low income housing people. So for low income housing people, and I mean, we've been trying to get my mom, especially me, just alone, really. I've been trying to get her to, like, you know, you're older now, you know, you don't seem to be that interested in getting back with my dad, and he definitely does not seem that interested in getting back with you. So, and doing the whole Trump and Eric Trump and Laura Leah thing, hence the picture right here, right there. Yeah. Oh my gosh. If you want to hear anything else of what I said right there, have any questions for me, leave them down in the comments below. But please be respectful, because I don't need stupidity on my channel. I just need people to ask me hierarchy or higher power questions. So, Oregon's current housing supply is short. Are you sure about that? 140,000. So that's like 140,000 homes. This shortage has helped to drive up home prices, increase homelessness, and widen. You know, homelessness started when people like Tina Kotek broke God's values. So in reality, she's probably going to be hit by the power of God. It's probably gonna come on her, and she's probably gonna be like forced to be somebody else. So there's that. I can't believe we still have Democrats that aren't Tulsi Gabbard. All good things. Home prices increase, and you know, homelessness started when you Democrats were running the state. I guarantee you, Mario Murillo's purpose with God in California is to drive out the non-Ronald Reagan Republican way. That's right. The reason I don't have a light over here is because this is like a group home, and this light right here, it's literally meant to be on the ceiling. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, anyways. And widen inequities. Yeah, according to say. So basically, you know, the shortage has helped to drive up home prices. Increase means like to dole down something. Oregon Governor Kotek has made it clear that addressing the state's housing crisis is among her top issues. Among her first actions in office was issuing Executive Order 2304. She's trying to drive what Tina Kotek has been trying to do is be that Democrat, unlike Tulsi Gabbard ever was, that's trying to drive everything out. Like, if you can be a Democrat and be like at least what Tulsi Gabbard ever was, which was like a good essential Democrat. She obviously left the party, and I think she's claimed now that she's independent, which I'm not sure I know what that means. Because I mean, Republican is red. Yeshua's blood is red, inevitably. So now we have red wine to drink at a wedding, such as mine, Trump wedding 2018, and we didn't have no problems and no bad stuff back then. So I don't understand Trump, where we standing at. The future just feels so unclear. Actions in office was issuing Executive Order 2304, which, what was I gonna say? A lot of times my thoughts are like sneezes, like, right? I feel like Nicole Guerrero when I say that. It's so weird. Which stuff, whatever. All of this garbage. I don't even want to put down below for y'all. This is ridiculous. With a focus on housing for people earning below the median income. That's not for me. No, I want to be having sex with Donald J. Trump in our house that we will no longer have in Oregon, because you guys are trying to drive out good Republicans, let alone some previous Democrats. No. I'm sorry that is disappointing for some of you that I've come across in Oregon, especially Western Oregon. But it is just disturbing. Like, what? Like, now that I live in HV, what? No, Tina Kotek. Yeah, Eastern Oregon's already considering, like, trying to become part of Idaho. So now I have to teach kids a whole other idea of what. It's just confusing. Like, I almost wonder if people like her need to meet people like the Democrat Tulsi Gabbard, who probably should have mistakenly been our vice president, because she just seemed like she knew what she was talking about, and almost someone I need to learn something from as well, because like I feel like it does take a village to raise a child, Median income for the next 10 years, she's about to get vetoed out. Like, Bridget Barton probably needs to take her to court. If not her, then Christine Josanne. I would say both of y'all take her to court. Like, command her, for the demon to come out of her, because she's probably like hiding a bunch of demons in her, and then was lying to the rest of us. Like, yeah, I think that she kind of got in because they probably just needed like one more vote, and that vote would have been mine, And my mother, she never really gave me my voter pamphlet for the governor, the voter pamphlet. She never gave, not just pamphlet, but gave me the voter like package. She never gave me my voter ballot. That's the word I'm looking for. And since she never gave me the ballot, she never gave me my ballot. Like, I'm done trying to process this. Why my mother did not give me my voter ballot. I just don't understand, like, why would my mother take my ballot, you know? Now I feel like talking with Gary Lake about this kind of stuff, because why would my mother do that? Like, now we have fraud in America. Like, this is ridiculous. And actually, Gary Lake is currently taking people to court right now and going to court about this kind of stuff because she don't like it just as much as I do. We're gonna talk about that, you know. Well, Mom. That really goes with me saying, like, yeah, like, no, I think people like my mother in Oregon, they've just let all holy Jewish principles go. Like, even my dad, like, he's all like, oh, Catholicism, and like, oh, it's about Catholicism. And while that might be true and right, you know, there are some things of Catholicism that are actually linked to the beginning and start of true Jewish principles. I mean, if you talk to Yahweh, God of Israel, you will find out that He is the beginning and will always be the end of everything. And so, you know, it's just the middle we have to worry about. But why didn't I get my voter pamphlet? Yeah, I was also personally raised to you wake up with your children in the morning. Like, my godmother gave me that example. She placed that in me so strategically and so unworldly that my mother just like gotten to this point where now she wants to kill me and she wants to be physically harmful to me, and I don't agree with that. Now I'm in a group home that she can't come into. So, you know, it takes a lot of energy, a lot of money, and a lot of gas, and less faith to go from Law Oregon to HV. And yeah, I'm practically in Eastern Oregon by now. Yeah, this report is just awful. Nice job there, Larson. If you guys saw that video, I tried to talk to Lars Larson, and I wasn't able to get through to him. Like, what's with this, like, budge, and what's with this, like, I feel like I'm sensing, like, you know, if you have pipes, everybody has pipes in their house. If your pipes start having issues and problems with each other, then, yeah, then the leaky pipes, and they need to get them fixed. So, I don't know, Rhonda, then, you want to give her a little trim off the top? Yeah, people aren't listening in Western Oregon, and I'm the only one that is, and that are. I don't even want to leave out my house. I don't want to leave this bed. I don't want to leave this bedroom. I don't want to leave out this house because I'm scared. I'm scared that if I leave out this bed, then something bad's gonna happen. Like, I don't think people realize, like, what goes on in somebody's head when they've been through trauma like I have. Like, my mother's house on February 6th, 2023. 2023. Last year was in legality, lady. And now that I'm out of it, you're telling me that I, one, can't go get my stuff. Two, you're touching my belongings when you're actually supposed to be maintaining, apparently, a restraining order against me. I don't need a restraining order against Teresa. I don't need to be killed because, oh, well, she didn't obey on a restraining order. No, nobody has come to me and talked to my face about it, and I have to sit here looking like Khloe Kardashian yelling at the freaking family to stop sinning, for God's sake. And, my niece can be quiet, Kendall, over there in the corner, because I'm not really too happy with her anymore either. You don't speak to me in a dishonoring way and think that you're going to get past that. Fucking restraining order my ass. Gohana didn't seem to have a restraining order, but when I went to Cat Z, everybody was like praising her except for Marnie about her weed addiction. So stupid. This fucking state is about to crumble on itself. I ain't willing to help it that much. I don't have that much money to help it, to do to help it. And have to pay people for them to be helping. And that's why Tina Kotek is like writing everyone off in this report that I'm reading. Bipartisan passage of 200 million housing package. That is awful. What is she doing with this stuff? If you can get this stuff from God, then you can get this stuff from a holy God, holy Yahweh, God of Israel, God. About the details of how she will realize her aggressive housing construction. Aggressive? If you're gonna put that word with Tina Kotek and then tell me that her being aggressive about something isn't illegal, this is ridiculous. It's about little around 10 minutes to go out, guys. So if it shuts off and you have any more questions of what I read, let me know. But I think I'll be able to click off on my own. Oh my gosh. Realize her aggressive housing construction target are still murking. What? Still murky. You're gonna make a post about this nasty woman and not tell me that she's the same woman that tried to get me out of legality last year. Housing experts on the council say big and difficult changes to the status quo, like temporarily overriding some permitting processes or expanding urban growth boundaries will be required to meet it. What? Both affordable and market rate housing developers on the council say the permitting process. Okay, I'm a little nervous. Just, you're in a group home, you're not in Trace's home, there's a difference. These sheets. Process in Oregon cities. But yeah. My advice basically to Eastern Oregon is that you guys need to fight like a good Jewish businessman about this stuff, because I found Sid Roth and Supernatural in 2018 when I was supposed to be married, like Meghan Markle, for me, Trump Jr. I was supposed to be married to him, and all of a sudden I'm just like at Sid Roth because I needed the love and the help and everything, and I just like had like no hope. You can tell I was very emaciated back then. My stomach, it was just like not full. It was awful, very awful, very extremely cumbersome, if that's the right word. I just read that word on here. Okay, process and organ, yeah. Basically, this is just telling me that Tina Kotek hates us and that she's nothing like Tulsi Gabbard. who was a Democrat not too long ago. Deborah Flagan. So you have a biblical name that means judgment, and you're not even using that to God's best ability of it. Wow. The land inside the urban growth boundary is the most expensive land that we have in the state, Flagan said. And most of my mom's like favorite colleagues and friends and these like colleague friends that she's made at William Knight Elementary School, they've all kind of like walked away. So I'm almost wondering if she should have announced that I was going to be with Trump, especially both of my parents. They should have. I think my dad has always kind of done that. It's a little bit more than her. He's kind of like likes the glory sometimes, and the bottom line is my dad has always been more responsive to God than my mother, and we need to work hard over these next few weeks, and we need to get Tina Kotek out. Like, I don't know why we're not all banding together in Oregon and trying to get her removed. So, if y'all could help me, comment down below. Actually, if you would like free advice, or not free advice, costly advice, let me know in the comments below, because your girl don't have no money, and she's trying to fight everything in Oregon, and do everything in the name of Jesus in Oregon for you. So, yeah, pay me for some advice, because it's kind of free, but it actually costs something, and I'm not trying to be a cheapo. So, don't bring me to court over something that ain't got nothing to do with you, Americans. Children. I have too many of them, and sometimes I just want to go shopping, like my godmother taught me, with, like, no money. Like, how am I supposed to look like my godmother Christine, who's like Marjorie Harvey, and teaching me to go shopping all the time? Yeah. This post is just draggy. There's way too many casualties with Tina Kotek. I almost feel like asking, it's Judy time on here on YouTube, if yeah, I almost feel like asking, it's Judy time here on YouTube, has y'all's governor changed? Because, like, flourished, if you will, because, like, this does not look promising in this West Coast right now. I mean, if we're gonna sit here and say that that's our only problem, then that's our only problem. But I don't think that we need to continue to bring people in from Mexico, and y'all are kind of luring them in. It's just like, why can't my dreams come true? Because now we're probably having human trafficking in Oregon because of all of this. So, my outfit of the day, per the usual, right? Actually, I'll leave off on that. If you would like me to do an outfit of the day, like nighttime, what is it called? Nighttime outfit of the day, outfit of the night, that would be, I'm sure, something y'all would want to see. So let me know, because it ain't the day when it's the night. I gotta go and figure out my life. All of these places I'm trying to apply to recently, tried to give a principal on my resume. My dad's like, you gotta go there and you gotta get. I'm like, Dad, I got this, okay? Just back off. I'm married to Trump, and they still now in their late life. My parents met and came together way before I was born. Like, that's what you do. That's what you did back then, you know? Now my friend Eddie's over here calling me, oh, you know, we have some youngins around your age, or a little younger than you. They're a boyfriend and girlfriend, and they're looking for a place to live. I'm like, what the are we doing nowadays? My parents got married. And then had my brother, and then they had me. And I don't think my parents ever fooled around. I'm just like, wow, we live in a society that is screaming out for God, and they don't want to really do it from themselves. Like, I command in the name of Jesus that I act right today. I command in the name of Jesus that I do everything. So I never changed. Sin never had its grip on me. Never, ever, ever. And my past is pretty, and my future is going to look just the same, okay? Because when I was young, I was cute, alright? I was cuter than all of you. And that's what I'm going to leave off at. No, but, I mean, Tina Kotek wished she had this hair. I guess I'm lucky with the good hair. Is that what we going for? Usually shiny, but this morning, I don't know what is going on. Me and my hair have always sort of had a love-hate relationship. But I'm working at it. Okay. Never had an alcohol addiction like Richard Barton. Never had an addiction to Canby Oregon like Christine Jazan. Never had an addiction to her, even though she kept posting her posters all over the place somewhere around 2018, probably before that too. Like, I don't know how long I've known about her. It's just been a long time. I barely heard about Bridget Barton, I think, of last year, so I could keep talking and just letting y'all know how ridiculous this is down below, and I don't even want to share it with y'all. I might just put this up as a review and not leave it down below. If you want me to leave it down below, leave a comment in the comment section, and I will be sure to leave it in the description box for you. But I have a feeling that nobody wants to read this news piece. Really, OPB. So, yeah. My nephew needs a touch from God. So if there's anyone out there that is well versed in doing that,